Hey everybody, this is Rack Hudson. I don't usually do any kind of videos, like reviews and stuff like that. Just maybe if I saw something at Six Flags America, whip something up and throw it up on there. But the 2019 season is pretty much over, and I keep seeing reviews of Firebird come up, and I kind of figure if everybody else is gonna put in their 2 cents about Firebird, which generally tends to be just that it sucks and they hate it, I may as well put in my 2 cents too, which spoiler alert, is gonna be the opposite. So if I'm gonna do this, let's try to do this proper. People like to have categories. So let's start off with theme. Okay, the theme of Firebird. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this one actually because this is where we probably have some agreement. I wrote Apocalypse a lot in 2018 when it had all of the helicopter and the planes and all those kinds of cool things like that. And it really looked apocalyptic, and I really liked the theme. I really liked the apocalypse theme, and it just because it felt like a B movie, like it felt like you were riding a bad movie, like the part where you're going up the lift hill and like you only hear the music for like the 2 seconds that you're passing the speakers, and only if you're on the right side. And it might be music, it might be satanic hymns to raise the RMC gods to convert roar. Who knows? Who really knows? And then you got, oh, my dog sneezed. My dog is not ridden Firebird. He can't weigh in on this, but he can listen. Um, then you got like the actual ride experience of Apocalypse and the theme and how, like, for Six Flags, it's an actually thorough theming job, surprisingly enough, to have just a bunch of trash strewn about. Which, I'm sorry if you just think it's funny there's trash strewn about. Still fits the theme. Put it on the board, nerds. And then the best part, you're coming back into the station. You've got the guy, like, it sounds like he's doing the take just to get into the Screen Actors Guild. Like, you have survived the apocalypse. We now prepare for a world. Cool, thank you, dude. Yeah, cool, awesome. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. It reminded me of like going to see snakes on a plane, and yelling at the screen and stuff like that. And they really did kind of remove a lot of that. Um, they did kind of bring back the fire effect for the most part and put that really cool um Phoenix slash homage to Iron Wolf, however you want to think about it. Thought that was really cool. But they did downgrade it. So for theme, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10, just because I want to deal with it. Okay, so for smoothness, this is what everybody talks about with Firebird, is how smooth it is or isn't. They say it's rough, and I was literally the first person to ride Firebird on member preview day, like May 3rd or something like that. Like I ran to Firebird and I was elbowing small children and kicking old ladies down to be on the front row. And Longfellow, stop sneezing. I'm trying to make a video here about Firebird. Anyway, I got on the front row and I got first public train. Still happy about it. It was awesome. And I mean, my first thought was it still hits you where it used to, but that doesn't mean it's a lot. It's not. Get over it. The end. I mean, is there more to say? Get a little love tap there on your dainty little head. You got people out there saying that Mind Eraser, Mind Eraser is rougher. Have they ridden Mind Eraser? They took 2 rows off Mind Eraser so that it would be tolerable. But no, no, no. Firebird is worse. Yeah, I'm not buying it. El Toro's rough. I rode El Toro. That was rough as hell. I got 7 rides on El Toro in about 30 minutes, and I had a headache for the next 2 days. I mean, yeah, I got to ride El Toro 7 times. It was awesome. That was cool. It was rough as hell. Oh my god. You can be a little bit rough and still have fun on the coasters. You guys know that. I mean, you know that because you like El Toro. Anyway, for smoothness, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a fuck you out of 10, because fuck you if you're complaining about it. Again, get over it. Okay, for intensity, I mean it's a floorless coaster. It was kind of intense when it had the stand up trains. But are you riding it to be intense? Is that what you're looking for? I mean, I just liked it because it goes upside down a couple of times and it's got some nice fire and a little bit of airtime off that fake mid course brake run. I mean, how intense is it supposed to be? It was. I mean, when the damn thing was first built, they were just trying to make a stand up roller coaster that wouldn't make half the riders get off holding their junks. And I mean, that worked well enough for a few years, at least well enough for them to sell a few more of them. Now they put the floorless trains because that shit got janky as hell, and it's still a pretty moderate layout. That's fun. I mean, if you want intense, Superman Ride of Steel is right there, and then Batwing is right by it. I mean, good luck on it being open, but it's there. So for intensity, I'm gonna give it suck my dick out of 10 because I don't care. I don't care if you think it's intense or not. It's fun. The end. Okay. So operations. Um, Firebird is really good operations. When you when you actually have ridden Apocalypse before Firebird, and you've spent 6 minutes to get into the train after you've spent all the other time watching the cycles on the other trains because they're only running one train because only one of the trains work. So now we got two trains and they actually work. The only reason the line is longer is because more people actually like the ride and want to ride the dumb thing. So give them credit for keeping up with it. Most times that I go there, I'm able to get my ride on Firebird within about 4 minutes of walking into the station. Do that flash flex and then just jump on the next train. Yeah, not a long wait. So for operations, I'm gonna give it. It's the best out of 10 because they're just the best. It's the best. Okay. So for my overall score, which is an average of the previous four scores, I'm gonna give Firebird a score of better than you because Firebird has accomplished more in its life than you have and probably ever will. I mean, it launched the start of what is inarguably the most successful roller coaster company that exists today. You might like Intamin more, and you might like RMC more. They're not as successful as B&M, so you can also get it for that. Accept it. And it has given millions of people rides over, what is it, like 30 years now? 30 years of operation. What I mean, look at, okay, so like Arrow's running the game when Iron Wolf comes out. What are they doing? They did Viper in 1990. People fucking hate Viper. People fucking hate Viper. Nobody's out there doing videos. Viper's rough as shit. Is Viper the worst Arrow looper of 2019? Nobody cares about Viper. 1991 they did like Anaconda. I swear to God, who out there is gonna go and ride Anaconda and act like that is any smoother than Iron Wolf or Firebird Apocalypse? And then like 1992, I looked up my facts to prepare for this. You got Drakenfire in 1992. That shit doesn't exist anymore. They tore that down like, what, a year and a half later or something? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. What the fuck? Okay. So, that's my review of Firebird. Again, overall, a better score of I like it more than I like you. Not my favorite ride at Six Flags America. Probably, I don't know. You got Wild One, number one. You got Superman Ride of Steel. Oh, man, number three. I think I got to give number three to Joker's Jinx. And you got Batwing. Yeah, I think we're getting to Firebird. Then I put Firebird right ahead of Roar. But, tight pack. They're all really good rides. I mean, Wild One, that's my number 2 Woody, right behind Phoenix. So, I mean, anyway. Yeah, that was my review of Firebird. Don't like or comment if you don't want to. Block me if you're mad. Bye.